Hey everybody, hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to another episode of CS News and a very special one with a lot of great stories a lot of you guys have not heard about. Time markers are down below for all of you, as well as a giveaway for a field-tested gut knife autotronic. Going to be a $110 knife giveaway thanks to my sponsor, Tipify.gg. Their link in the description as well. That link will be in the top line of the description, the giveaway for all of you. Feel free to retweet and like that tweet as well. I'll link it down for all of you guys. Going to be a $110 giveaway thanks to my sponsor. So thanks to them. That'll be a great knife. Give it away to one of you guys, one of you loyal viewers out there. Hint, hint, wink, wink. One of you loyal viewers will win this knife. So I can't wait to give that away. And thank you again to my sponsor. I want to tell you guys all right now, I am very sorry, my sick voice. When I ever watch YouTube videos and someone is sick, I find it really hard to listen to them. This might be one of the most monotonous episodes of CS News yet. We have some great news for all of you. So I want to start off today by saying Supex0 is back. If you guys don't know who Supex0 is, one of the most famous hackers / cheat creators out there. He has now returned to the hacking forums and possibly going to be returning to making hacks for pro players on the scene. So to give you guys a little background, Supex0, or let's just call him Supex for short now, he's actually the one who made the baking bread hack that got KQLY banned back in 2014, as well as his fellow Frenchman SF. Now that was the same baking bread hack, yes, created by Supex. I'm actually going to give you guys video evidence right now, a short clip for all of you, of the baking bread hack that eventually got KQLY banned for its actual spread manipulation and guaranteed headshots. So here's a short clip of that, and as well as the full video is going to be down below for all of you on how that actual baking bread hack worked.
Einer sagt, du bist ein hässlicher Bastard.
Grüße an dich.
So before we get further into this video, I first off want to say I can never accuse someone of cheating or not cheating. I have no background in hacking or cheating, so I can't really have that kind of insight, that perspective. You know, throughout the 3 or 4 years of CSGO so far, we've had all these players and all these actual analysts like Thorn, Richard Lewis, even Mo, and Dan M putting their insight on these cheaters, whether they're cheating or not. But we've never seen a perspective of someone who's actually cheated before themselves and then gone ahead and actually said, hey, these guys are cheating, I can tell because I've used hacks and cheats before myself. We actually had a German player a couple years ago. He was SMN. He was actually a pro German player who was banned eventually for using Supex's one of his cheats as well, and he released a list in 2014 or 2015 on screen right now of pro players he thought was actually cheating based on his own experience. Now in the past few years, like I said, we haven't had many pro players who've been banned come out and say, hey, this pro player is also cheating. We've had no one of that sort besides SMN and maybe a short list of others that have not really come publicly accuse these other pro players. On this actual list, you guys can see a lot of Swedish players, including a lot of the Fnatic roster as well as the partial Godsent roster. We also have a lot of FaZe players like AZ on there as well, and even Disco Doplan as well. Now I want to talk about Disco Doplan specifically because I don't want to accuse Disco Doplan of anything, but just kind of convenient enough, we've actually had my actual designer go and dig deeper into this, and he found out that Esports Entertainment Season 20, we actually had this on screen right now, the tournament results there. He was playing with Freddie B and now current Epsilon player Draken on a team there throughout several leagues together back in 2014 and 2015. This one specifically was 2015. If you look at the Steam IDs and link it back to several nicknames used for that account, we actually had Disco Doplan. One of his Overwatch bans was on his Smurf account. It links back to an identically named account on screen right now. You can see it around 800 days ago, or back in 2014, one of his Smurf accounts actually was Overwatch banned and linked back to several accounts he's been using. He actually used that Smurf account in several E-leagues with these guys. So kind of cool to see that all these accusations now have never surfaced anything. We have a lot of pro players who've been accused ever since KQLY, but not really any tier 1 pro players ever since then have been accused and actually, you know, given the VAC ban or actually kicked out of esports. We've had Flush, we've had JW, we've had Stewie2K now recently, now Cold Zero, and all these other pro players have been continuously accused, but no one's ever actually gone through and actually condemned these guys. So kind of cool to see all this evidence is coming back and forth. I just wanted to share with all of you guys, did Disco Doplan cheat back in 2014 on a Smurf account? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but just some cool news for all of you guys. As of right now, we have a ton of pro players hopefully coming forward and maybe making some more generalizations, making some more progress towards actually condemning some pro players for cheating, because as of right now, we have so many servicing accusations, but no one actually going through and doing anything about it. Now I'm going to move on right now, guys, to, of course, Eleague Major. Many of you guys wanting to know my thoughts on Astralis versus Virtus Pro. I'm going to show you guys, as of right now, my playoff predictions. I was 100% perfect until the very last matchup of Virtus Pro and Astralis. I did unfortunately choose Virtus Pro, which I thought overall did a great job. Obviously, one of those teams who lost very few maps across the entire tournament, going undefeated in group play, but still, I think they really threw this one away. You guys definitely watched it. Of course, everyone expected Virtus Pro to dominate on Nuke. They actually took it 16-12. Astralis mounted a small comeback on their CT side, but Virtus Pro did close it out. I thought after this one, it was going to be quite over because also on Overpass, they had a decent lead going into half. I believe there was a 9-6 lead for Virtus Pro. They threw that one away, 16-14, and many of you guys know, Astralis actually came back for the second time in a row, both in the semis as well as the finals, coming back, losing that first map, and then winning the straight two. They here won 16-14 on both overpass, as well as, of course, train. We favored Astralis heavily on this, but we knew Virtus.pro would compete, and Virtus.pro even more, I guess you could say, in a sad manner here. You expect Virtus.pro to be one of those few teams out there who does not blow a game. They were up 13-7, going into their CT side up 13-7. Everyone said it was over. Even the announcers and analysts were saying it's got to be over. Virtus.pro had a strong, again, a 9-6 half on their T side, went up 13-7. Eventually, it was 12-6 and 13-7, and eventually threw it away, guys, on their CT side. So unfortunately enough, Virtus.pro, one of those teams I never saw to be able to throw a game like that, but you can't really discredit Astralis having a great perseverance there, and I thought overall a great major. Now, we do have some production quality errors. Many of you guys saw throughout the tournament, throughout many of the matches, we had a lot of audio issues, a lot of technical issues going on, and I think a big thing over there, I know I saw an interview with Virtus.pro's very own Taz. He said it didn't feel like a major, it felt like another tournament because the crowd wasn't there, the hotels weren't nice enough, the computers weren't nice enough. He just said everything about the quality was, it felt like Eleague Season 3, quote unquote, from Virtus.pro Taz. He felt like it was not a major event. Now, I still thought from a viewer perspective, I was heavily involved in the major. I watched almost every single match. I thought it was a great job and really well done. Although I do agree there should be a bigger audience, like a packed stadium, 10 to 15,000 people watching these guys. And of course, boosts are a really cool key issue as well. These guys need to have boosts. I saw many pro players saying that, you know, not having boosts. I think it was actually Nabi Seized who said that if you don't have boosts, the crowd can really change the manner of the game. If the crowd's going ooh and ah, they're ruining those sneaky moments that could be happening. They're ruining all that, and they're giving disadvantages and advantages to certain teams, whether we can hear things or not hear things. So along with that, I think the E-League Major went really well, guys, but of course, you couldn't have asked for a better final going down to the map 3, 16-14. It was amazing to watch. Now, moving on, I also want to talk about Mousesports changes, which I think are incredibly disappointing. Many of you guys saw this tweet leaked by Nell. Nell's a great leaker out there besides ELMAO. I will link his Twitter down below if I do remember for all of you guys. He talked about a potential change for the Mousesports roster, but we thought NiKo was going to join his own team or make his own team with Lowell and Oscar, but apparently that was very misleading because now Mousesports has kicked Chris J from their roster and replaced him with Oscar. You guys remember former Hellraisers Oscar as their main opper. I thought after this major, seeing Chris J be obviously one of those better players from Mousesports across these past few months, I certainly thought Chris J would not be kicked. I thought NiKo was going to leave with Lowell and Oscar themselves. But yes, Oscar is now back in the main Mousesports lineup, and Chris J was taken by surprise in an interview. I'll show you guys on screen right now. He did not expect this to happen, and I thought him and NiKo were very close. Apparently not. He's been kicked. He's now on their inactive roster, going to continue to play CSGO, though. For who will play in 2017, we obviously have no idea as of right now. I do agree Mousesports had to make changes, but I'm not sure this is the roster that's going to make any big impact in 2017. We still have Spitty on there. I think Dennis was lacking throughout the major, but I still think Dennis is pretty good. Obviously, NiKo being the star player here. They're going to expect a lot out of Oscar, and I'm not sure Oscar has the mental sustainability, the mental fortitude to actually be a good player. They're going to put a lot of pressure on him to perform here, but Mousesports did make some serious changes. And also just quickly notifying all of you guys for our last story. I know it's going to be kind of a weird episode of CSGO News. I do apologize, guys. I'm just kind of sick and out of my element right now. I kind of feel really crappy. I can't be streaming right now, but I want to tell all of you guys the Swedish Shuffle is still a great possibility for all of you who are wondering, but there's been leaked evidence that is not true. As of yesterday, we had ELMAO and some couple guys say that Disco Doplan didn't have a profile on Fnatic's website anymore. I remember checking this a month ago, guys, just for the fun of it. I go through a couple websites every now and again, and Disco Doplan, confirmed by Vugo this morning as well, the manager for Fnatic and former coach there, he actually confirmed he never had a profile on the website. So this is not the start of the Swedish Shuffle. We can still expect JW and Flusha maybe to come back to Fnatic in the future, but Disco Doplan has not been kicked yet by any means. That was just kind of a misleading false information there. So yeah, Swedish Shuffle is still probably imminent, as well as the French Shuffle, but as of right now, no confirmed trades happening. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of CSGO News. As always, my name is Jake. Remember, I like you. I hope you guys, if you guys are sick, please feel better, because I feel crappy. I just feel nauseous, and as always, guys, live, laugh, remember, I like you. I'll see you guys next time. Remember the giveaways down below as well. Good luck to everyone, and remember, loyal viewers will win this knife, okay? I will give it to one of you loyal viewers. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Remember, I like you. Goodbye.